By the way, boiler hype. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome into day 3 of the Binding of Isaac Racing League's second season, second week. As you can see, we are going to have Itaku, your Detroit Lions, versus ArrTeaSea, your Arizona Cardinals, kicking things off tonight. On that note, let me unmute a few extra things here because we have ourselves a co-commentator once again. Let me find my mute button because, dear God, I'm terrible with this. I keep my guests muted like all the time for no reason. There we go. So on the line with us tonight, we got New York Video Game Freak. Who was your New York, I almost said New York Video Game Jets. That was really bad. Who was your New York Jets in the league here? So welcome in, New York Video Game Freak. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. And I think we can rename the Jets the Freaks. It's cool.
I'm cool with this, actually. I mean, you know, the butt fumble was kind of freaky, so, I'm sorry I had to. It had to be said. Especially after the Awaken Smoke matchup, that had to be said. I'm sorry.
I think that's been ESPN's worst play of the week for about 28 weeks in a row now.
And I don't think anything's going to top it anytime in the near future, quite honestly.
Not even close.
That was pretty bad, I gotta say. Sanchez, how do you not see that guy? You ran right into his butt.
Talking about the Arizona Cardinals, I was at the Jet-Cardinals game last year when Sanchez got taken out of the game and the entire crowd cheered.
Yep. I remember that vividly, too, because that was on ESPN's top 10 plays. Like, and Rex Ryan with the greatest play of the week. Yeah, Sanchez is benched. Like, I believe that was #1 that week, actually.
That was... Our backup quarterback started warming up, and the entire crowd started cheering. It was probably one of the funniest moments I've seen.
The beauty of football, and this is why we chose football as the sport to relate to this league here, guys. So as you can see, like I said, Itaku is representing your Detroit Lions. We got ArrTeaSea representing your Arizona Cardinals. Let me link up real fast here. There's a link to get to Video Game Freak's channel. Again, part of the Racing League already. But on that note, let me link up if I can remember our triggers, I think. Sad thing is Sanchez is still the best quarterback on the Jets. Ouch.
We have 4 quarterbacks. None of them are good.
BOI team. There it is. Okay, Vendrith beat me to it. There's the Isaac Racing League team page. I was close. I was really close. Anyways, I don't remember the bot commands. But that'll get you into all 32 of the racers and myself at the same time. There's one easy follow button on there. Amy's linking up the way to vote, so real quick, get your votes in. Make sure to log in before this starts, because otherwise this isn't going to count. But vote for the rest of the week, too, for that matter. There's also the Fantasy League. I think we blew up the site, quite honestly, though. I don't know that actually works right now. I think they're kind of pissed off that we put so much traffic through it, and they're starting to wonder what's going on. Beside the point, we do have a Fantasy League, as you can see linked up as well. And then at the top of the screen at the left, we got BOILeR.org. That'll get you all the information you could need as far as the rules, the standings, who represents what teams, past videos on demand, cool pictures. I don't know, I'm running out of things to say about it. But the website's all your answers right there. Talk about's listing all the banned items. Real quick, let's go through the rules here. Basically, we both race as Isaac. They both have the D6, both have the same save file. You cannot pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Epic Hack, boy, I can't talk, the Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, or the Shovel. They're all banned for different reasons. The first 3 are all basically infinite bomb uses. The Scrolls and the Shovel can both give you the Shovel use, which will let you skip an entire floor. Holy Bible will one-hit kill 2 of the last 3 bosses, and the Toothpicks it's basically just shot speed up. We let them re-roll it if they want to. They can take it, but I haven't seen one person take it yet. I don't know anyone that would. So we let them re-roll it. Other than that, everything is fair game. We race through Mom's Heart, so whoever beats Mom's Heart first will get a point at the bottom of the screen. We do that best of 3, so you have to do it twice. But once we get 1 through Mom's Heart, we reset both racers and start from scratch. So again, thank you guys for all the support and everything. Itaku, I forgot to ask, can you and Christina do your own countdown, or am I doing it for you? Because I didn't see your answer. Also, Diana. And thank you for the raid, by the way, Diana. And Koopa and Zero. I knew there was another one. Jeez. So many raids, I've forgotten who. Yeah, you are? Okay, you guys can do, or you and her can do your own countdown at any time you want. So yes, you're ready to go. Good luck to you both again. Again, both looking for their first win of the season here, so this ought to be interesting, guys. Grudge match.
This is going to be a great match. I always look at the pick'em because it's always good to see how people are thinking. This match, 45 voted for Itaku, 41 for Christina, so it's super close.
That's a really close vote, actually. That's one of the closest we've had this year. I think the closest before that was about a 12-vote differential, and we are off and running here. So again, I'm recapturing 2 streams. You see that delay. They started at the same time, though, folks. So don't worry about that. If it gets really close, we'll find out who it was that won by asking them. Ooh.
Yeah, both go right into the curse rooms. It's very similar layouts to start with, and Christina automatically respawns herself a couple times to try to get to a better item.
Yeah, she's trying to get to an item room attached to her first room here. She'll do a couple resets. After a while, she's probably going to give up on that, because Itaku got himself the odd odd fire rate up mushroom. Ooh, that was close. I thought he was resetting.
Itaku taught me about the trick with Pin, about the exactly when to time the bomb.
Yep. And
he gets it right away, so he's already on his cellar too.
Yeah, he flew right through that boss fight. One well-placed bomb against Pin, and you are good to go. So let's see, Christina winding up with the Book of Sin in her new curse room. Excuse me, that will spawn 1 random item such as a heart, a key, a bomb, coin, something to that effect for you every time you can use it.
Itaku getting meat as his first item is really good too, so now he has 5 hearts to start with.
Also, with that damage up off of the meat, you really can't argue for a first floor. I mean, he lost a little bit of damage. I think it was just the 1 damage down with that odd mushroom with the fire rate up, and then proceeded to get it right back with the meat. So he should be at base damage right now.
Also found his super secret room by accident there, so now he has an eternal heart waiting for him at the end of the level. Or at the end of the floor.
Yep, indeed. If he can get back in there, he still has that 1 bomb. ArrTeaSea picking up the, boy, I can't think today, the Celtic Cross. Also looks like I'm lagging on her stream, so I'm going to have to refresh her after this floor. But she's on to her first boss.
How is my timings? Is you seeing everything as I say it?
Oh, yeah, you're seeing everything basically exactly as I am, too, so perfect timing. Ooh, that was a little, I was going to say that was a little too close on Larry Jr. there for Christina. But and by the way, I call ArrTeaSea Christina from time to time, just to avoid confusion. That is who I'm referring to. It's not Itaku. So if I say Christina, I'm referring to the Arizona Cardinals, by the way.
Yeah, same with me. Sorry, I'm just used to calling her Christina instead of her username.
Exactly. I'm kind of the same way, and I do the same thing with Fat Shuffler, calling him Mara, and that's terrible for me as an announcer. It looks like, oh, good, yeah, let's not, play favorites or anything. I'm really not, I swear. I know her as Christina, folks. All right, so we've been asking... Go ahead.
Ooh,
that item room might as well
beggar. He's going to leave that behind, because the beggar can hinder you more than it can help.
I was about to say, we've seen a few people pick it up. Ooh, speaking of picking it up, we got the tick on ArrTeaSea side, so 15% damage automatically to bosses, and no other trinkets picked up unless she finds Mom's purse.
I personally love the tick. I tend to get hit a lot, so I love the heal, and the 15% damage is just that much quicker.
Exactly, especially against 2 of the last 3 bosses, both of the mom fights. That 15% damage is good for you. I'm gonna refresh Christina's stream real quick, because I'm betting she's ahead of where I think she is. Yeah, look at that, she was. Already through the room, what do you know? Onto her item room here.
Bloody Lust for Itaku gets his meat, 2 hearts for Bloody Lust. Bloody Lust, I think, can be... Oh, and the candle.
Oh my!
Oh, the blue candle.
Right into his shop, I should say, and the candle with just enough money for it. So Itaku's a very happy camper right now. Bloody Lust will up your damage by up to 3 in 1 room, depending on how many enemies you kill. It caps at 3. But that extra damage right there, along with the blue candle, yeah, he's about to have some really ridiculous tiers, and he's only on a 2nd floor.
There's gonna be, I can imagine, and a health uphill.
Oh my.
So that Bloody Lust was just theoretically 1 heart.
I was going to say, it only cost him 1 heart for Bloody Lust, plus he got a blue candle out of it. Yeah, admin hacks.
He's going to be ripping through floors. It's going to be very interesting to see how quick he goes. And Christina, a couple good items, she's still in it, so it's still really early.
Exactly, but like nobody's out of this in any way, shape, or form yet.
Gotta love that blue candle.
He did leave that Eternal Heart behind, by the way.
He did.
He could have made it free. He could have made Bloody Lust free if he would have gone back for that Eternal Heart.
When you're racing, you gotta think, is it time versus what you're getting out of it?
Exactly.
So
it's a risk-reward type of thing as far as time goes. Like, you may want to go back for that heart. It's never really a bad thing, except that it's going to take that extra, maybe a minute, maybe a little bit less. GQ, no playing favorites, man. Come on. Yeah, what's up, dude?
There's still... Let's see, Christina gets Steven, so she's either going to get the damage up or the follower, which I personally like the damage up more than the follower.
That was going to be one of my questions. Personally, I'm a fan of both, but I don't know. Like, the homing shots are kind of quite... Whoa, lag balls on both sides today. All right, so I'm having an issue. Is LOL doing its tournament still or something? Because, wow. There we go. All right, that was interesting. Let me update Itaku's again with a pause and unpause. Hey, look at that. He's 2 rooms ahead of where I thought he was. Good lord.
He is in a room. He had 3 bombs. I think he took some damage in his item room. He gets the wiggle worm and takes it.
I don't know that I would have taken that, although with his damage, I guess that's not the worst thing. Plus, he's got the blue candle that he can work with. So as you can see, Wiggle Worm making his tears go in this very odd wavelength pattern. Waveform pattern. You know what I mean.
Wiggle Worm has some interesting effects. We saw it, I believe, the other night with the knife, which makes it pretty interesting.
I think it ups its damage quite a bit, honestly, with that extra little wiggle that it gives the knife at the end. I think it really ups your damage on that.
Yesterday we were talking about this, me and a few of the other racers, on how Logcat uses his knife against the knights and how he just like
wiggles back and forth.
Spazzes them to death. Yep. Yeah, and it was fantastic.
He really has an amazing way of doing that. Like, I never would have thought about it, but it works perfectly when you look at it. Like, it never occurred to me till I watched Logcat do it, and now I've started to adapt that, honestly. Like, that's how I've learned my tricks, is watching people play this on Twitch. And I know that that's definitely not, I'm not alone in that one. I guarantee it.
During the season, in 2 weeks I've already learned from from other racers how to change how I do certain things, and
nice.
Rainbow baby.
Ooh, Rainbro me, everybody that subs to Cobalt. Rainbro me now. Rainbro me, bro. Because that is a wonderful little follower. You gotta love that guy with all the random shots that he can put out there. Hey, what's up, Trolley?
Game is loving Itaku right now.
It's not like Christina's getting bad builds either here. She's got an XL floor here on the cave, so as you can see, she's come across both of her item rooms already. Mind you, no keys, so that's a bit of an issue. And ArrTeaSea is who I'm referring to again. I'm sorry, I call her Christina. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm sorry, I meant ArrTeaSea. But nonetheless, it's not like she has a bad build, and she quickly found her boss fights too. So.
She has a lot of damage. The only thing I'd say right now is she's a bit slow from the small rock in the box, but she has some good damage. She has the Celtic Cross, so whenever she takes a hit, she has a chance of getting a shield.
Oh, and that was actually the tick, not the rock hanging out of her head. I had to think about that for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Too. So she's still up at almost. She got the box, so she is losing 1 speed there. So she is a little bit below base speed, and yeah, she is moving very much molasses-like at the moment.
That was my fault. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good. I did the same thing. Like, oh yeah, she did. No, she didn't. Oh, she has the tick. That's what that is. It always, because it puts it in the same spot on your character's head. So you would think when you're just looking from a distance, oh, they got the small rock, and then you look up.
I think if you get both, they overlap each other too. So it's like even more confusing.
They don't move. I think you're correct on that, actually. Holy crap! Thank you, Joel. Good God, I'm gonna screw this up. Jojo. Hopefully I got that right. I hope I got that right. Seriously, thank you very much, though. I try to get everybody's names right, and I butcher them so terribly, so I'm sure I butchered it.
Itaku got the loading screen.
Oh, and the Curse of the Labyrinth out of it, so there's another XL floor. So both on XL floors right now, even though Itaku's does not say that his is. It is actually, ooh, and that mini-mush, range and speed up, and he's much smaller. So look at the difference in size for hitbox between these two.
I think he's the exact same size as his follower.
I think he might be smaller. In all honesty, he might be smaller.
That's one of I love. This is one of the main reasons why I love this game so much. It's like I picked it up because I just love how ridiculous and grotesque you can make Isaac look.
Exactly, like something about it is just like so redeeming. Like you see all these items stacked together, and you're just like, wow, I made my Isaac just look the most brutal. That like, whoa, that's brutal. Like to quote Nathan Explosion, like, whoa.
Christina gets I'm sorry, not Guppy. Gertie with uses her strength card. Strength card gives you a boost to stats, but also makes you bigger.
Which, as you can see, wow.
Pretty much Itaku and Christina are complete opposites right now.
Exactly, like this is like a polar opposite build. We have Itaku, who's about as small as he can be. I'm thinking if there's anything else that can make him any smaller here. And we got Christina, who sans using maybe like a Horror Babylon usage and a couple extra strength cards. Can't really get much bigger.
Does
Mushroom, I suppose.
Speedball make you smaller?
No, I think it just ups the size of your eyes in that for aesthetics. I think. Somebody will correct us if we're wrong, but I think that it doesn't do anything.
Itaku, he found one of his item rooms, trying to find his boss rooms,
Fighting dead ends, though. This is an odd floor layout at the moment. Oh, never mind. I was going to say fighting dead ends, but there's his other one literally almost right next to the first. That's a real odd setup.
You get boom. So 10 more bombs from him.
Christina getting a little bit more health up as her book is in charge. Ooh, and another health up with a soul heart out of it. Very nice. Holy crap, seriously. I'm going to have to catch up on subs now. Dracinius. What? Yeah, let me try that again. Seriously, thank you very much. Laloth, thank you very much. My God. Like, seriously, you guys do not have to be doing this. Thank you very much. That says, it leaps and bounds. That says a lot. Thank you very much. And the cat thanks you with burying his face in a bag of catnip. So...
Oh, the masks. I hate the masks.
Yeah, this brings up a good question. What are your least favorite regular enemies? And we're talking, you can get the champion versions of them in there too, but as far as non-bosses, what is your least favorite enemy in this game?
Masks are definitely up there. I don't know names of certain enemies. The ones that Itaku have right now.
Yep, the little vis or whatever they're called.
Yeah, those are pretty bad too. So those are definitely my top two least favorite. Though I think the maggot ones are worse than the
instead of the brimstone shooting ones. I know exactly the ones you mean. We were talking about that last night with Trainwreck. He's got the exact same issue with them where it's like, oh, they're just so terrible.
I think you'll see that a lot. It's like once you start playing this game, most people hate the same enemies.
Yep. Because they're the toughest ones. There's some with just ridiculous patterns that are so hard to pick up at first, and then once you finally do, you're like, they're a little better, but I still wouldn't say that I'm confident killing them.
Yeah, even you can know their patterns and everything, and it's still something you have to get used to.
Yep, and there's still that random factor. Now, like the mass especially, that Christina ArrTeaSea is fighting right now, like there is that random factor of you can draw them to where you want to for a certain extent. But they're still going to do whatever they want. Same with those butt lickers in the room. That makes this room so much tougher. Even if it is almost completely open, ArrTeaSea's in a bad room right now.
Yeah. That's why if I don't know if I can or not, I don't want to talk too much about my race.
Oh, you can go right ahead. I don't care.
When I think the second race, when I was so happy that I had flying and spectral tears, so I could just hide in a corner and hit them all.
Indeed, and somebody was actually questioning, why don't you ban that? It's so cheap. Like, how often do you get flying and spectral tears, quite honestly? Like, really? Like, we'd have to
I got
so
real
many
lucky.
items.
I got 5 or 6 god rooms in a row in that race. And,
indeed, yeah, we were counting them. Like, again, here we go. What else could he possibly get?
Eventually, I did end up getting the Bible, which I knew was going to happen. And I think it was on my last one, which
I think
was
it was
like
number
my
5 or
6 god room. It was just one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
I do remember that because that was one that we were spamming. Like, I was still wide enough awake for that one that I could remember it. But yeah, I remember spamming the no Bibles right off the bat. I'm like, whoa, like, wow, that's cool. Like, of all things, too. Like, it could have been the Sacred Heart. That was about the only other thing that you had left in your rotation in the angel rooms or god rooms, except for the Bible. And what shows up? The Bible, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, the Dead Dove is awesome. Indeed, it is.
I think that's one of the few times I've ever had it.
Really?
Like, I've not gotten Dead Dove that often. That's like super rare item for me.
Yeah, I get Spirit of the Night almost every single run, or at least offered to me every single run in a Devil Deal of some sort. But I guess you're right. I barely ever get, like, obviously the Holy Grail would be another one. But
wait, I've been seeing a ton of that this weekend.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. We've seen Holy Grails in just about every single run so far. Like, it's been very odd. Like, some of the rarer items have been showing up all the time, and it's been really cool. Don't misunderstand me. Like, it's made for some awesome runs. Speaking of which, Itaku has found both of his boss fights. Already gotten to both of his item rooms here. So he'll be going through both Gish here. We'll wind up with Little Gish as a follower.
Little Gish is probably one of my favorite followers. This boss fight I like a lot. I don't know. It seems like it could be harder, but it's just the right amount of difficulty for it. And then you get Gish, which is fantastic.
Yeah, he's a fantastic little follower. And by the way, don't think I didn't see what you just did in chat there, Video Game Freak. I'm just going to point that out. Seriously, thank you again. You don't have to be doing that either. Seriously, nobody in this league, nobody at all, but nobody in the league has to be doing that, guys. That's ridiculous. Like, seriously, though, thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, dude.
I appreciate everything you've done for us. It's been a fantastic 2 weeks already, and I can't wait for the remaining 15.
I know, and it's just going to get so much crazier come playoff time, too. I'm so excited for this season. It's just, I can't even... Wow, another loading screen? I'm about as excited as Itaku might be right about now if he gets an XL floor. Get back to work, God.
I think that might be the first time mid-stream that someone subbed.
That could well be, honestly. Like, oh yeah, by the way, cough, cough, wink, wink, look at chat, wink, wink. Oh, here we go. No, just a Utero 1 for Itaku, so he gets the expansion version of the floor, which does not make this any easier. He's rather low on health, but he's been rocking through this so far. With his small size, the speed that he's got, infinite keys again.
Skeleton keys, yeah.
Look at this. Look at this internal compass. Are you kidding me, Itaku? Very nicely done. So immediately, and I do mean immediately, finding his boss fight. My goodness. Unbelievable find right there, and Loki 2 is his boss.
Loki 2, very nice. Blue Candle, Loki 2 is fantastic.
Yeah, you're just going to melt through both pieces of it, just like you saw right there, because it's going to not stop when it hits the first one. It'll keep burning on through, and there you go. 2 hits will take care of it. Yeah, that inner compass, Casper, I'm telling you, dude, you better be making some loot off of this, bro. Like, you better be a millionaire by the end of the season.
There's
Look at that,
health.
the blocked off devil deal. What is with the trolling, like, rooms being blocked off
Brimstone.
this week? Ooh, and Demon Baby. I'd actually consider both. This late, though, he really only needs that Brimstone. Why does that not clear the room?
Excuse me.
Whoa, his Brimstone stopped. What? Why does that not clear? It doesn't clear the whole room.
I think Mini Mush does that.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that effect. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's stunted range. Holy crap, I've never seen that happen. I've had Mini Mush before and had it clear the whole room. I swear.
I can't remember what else he has that might be doing this, but... Yeah, I think what Casper's right.
It still hits full screen. Okay.
It just the image. It's just the image, and I think it's Mini Bush. Yeah, when you're tiny, Brimstone laser stops visually, but you get the whole room still.
Well, that's bizarre. Well, at least it still goes all the way across the screen. It just looks like it stops a little bit early. That's really weird. I've never seen that happen. That's really cool, but it's really weird at the same time. All right, speaking of Loki, ArrTeaSea just about done with her legitimate Loki fight, not Loki 2, where it's split into 2 parts. So she will have her mom's foot fight coming up right after this. So again, not that far behind. And if she winds up in the next L floor, this is still fair game. Don't count her out of this, folks. Especially because Itaku has to keep bombing out of dead ends that he finds. 3rd time through that room.
With Brimstone, I would consider just beating that room.
He's got high enough
with
damage.
Brimstone. Yeah, it's not too. He only has 1 heart though, so that's why he's.
Yeah, that's true.
Bombing
So
for
he's making sure he doesn't get killed. Ooh, found both of his secret rooms, so he knows where his super secret is as well.
And he has 7 bombs, so he could still get into that secret room and still have enough for the It Lives fight. A decent amount for It Lives fight.
He'll be fine with this, I believe. If he gets at least any, any sort of soul heart, he's fine. Oh,
Cancer's gonna help so much with Brimstone.
Wow. So double the charge, well, half the charge time, I mean, on Brimstone for Itaku. So he's going to fire so much faster than he was before. He's going to be very happy with that, if nothing else. Yeah, oh, good lord, Cancer, get carried.
I wouldn't call it carried yet. He only has
it's
1.
It's still questionable, but he's right about there. Oh, Lover's card. There you go. There's that nice 2-heart heal. That's what he needed.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Now, if he can make it all the way to his boss without getting hit again, he's golden right here, because he will not get hit 3 times during that fight. I will flat out guarantee you right now.
This machine's been really good to him, too, so he's going to use all his money and try to get some soul hearts while he's here.
Might as well at this point. He's got another 3 cents, so ArrTeaSea just about at the halfway mark of her mom's foot fight.
Let's see what this card is.
And that Joker card, totally useless for him. On Womb 2, that'll just teleport you into the room that'll, well, unless he wants to go fight Satan, he could do that if he wanted to. That is one of the rules of the league. Oh, wow, the world card, too. Hello. Itaku knows where he's going now, and we know that he's only got to clear... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms, basically, depending on which way he goes.
Let's see if he, now with his heart, yep, he's going to a super secret room.
Oh, which he just bounced it off of a wall. How'd you bounce a bomb off of the wall as you set it down?
Gish, ooh, matchstick.
Yeah, Gish must have hit it, that's true. I didn't even see Gish. I was thinking that was still part of him back there.
Oh, he's going, yep, he's going to go through a secret room.
So 5 rooms for him. That's exactly what I was thinking he would do. That's where I counted from, as if he worked over to here. Ooh, and an arcade.
Arcade. He still has 4 cents, too, or 3 after he answers.
He might get the penny right back, though, too. They usually wind up giving it back to you. Homing Brimstone, oh god, can you imagine, dude? How about, like, quad shot homing Brimstone?
Christina has a quarter left on Mom's foot. She got Gray Mom, so not too bad, not the best, but still. I'll take Gray Mom over Blue Mom any day. Oh, wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.5, and a soul hearts come out of that heart machine for Itaku. Are you kidding on that explosion? Wow. Ooh, though he has no way. There we go. I was going to say he has no way to actually walk into and injure that Mimic, so interesting.
These are these two are my favorite mini bosses because it's just quite simple. I can't remember the names.
Now I'm blanking on it too. That's terrible. Oh my god. I can see the name on the screen. I can't think of it. Oh my god. Blast Assist. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite bosses. They're so easy.
They're so easy to fight. And once you realize that it's just that quarter, or not quarter shot, but that 4-way pattern that it shoots out in, it's so simple.
Christina got 8-ball as her item, and a sun card.
She had the sun card going into it already. She actually saved that the entire time throughout the fight just to be safe. On the other hand, though, Itaku working into what could be his winning fight here, so he is on Mom's heart with 4 hearts right now. And ArrTeaSea no such luck with the XL floor, so she's going to have to literally work through a Womb 1 and a Womb 2, so good luck on that one. It's going to take a second.
Itaku's about a quarter of his way through. He has Monstro up right now. The candle, one of the cool effects with the candle in this fight is if it lives is up and you put the candle in the middle, it still hurts it lives, which is...
And same thing for anything that jumps up for that matter. If you can line it up with where that enemy is jumping, then you're good to go. It'll actually still hit it and possibly kill it while it's still up in the air. So, very good point right there. I almost forgot about that one.
Itaku's about 10% left, and on my
there. Wait for it. There we go. There's your winner. So Itaku going up 1-0 on ArrTeaSea right here on a very, very nice Brimstone heavy run there. So very nicely done, Itaku. And don't worry about that, ArrTeaSea. You know from last year that, hey, that happens. But you got 2 more to make up here. Uh-oh. There's that applause. There you go, sir. Note that I just assume, and uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I was waiting for it. I knew he had him. I knew he had him. So everybody call the admin hacks as Itaku is 1. So he's up 1-0 right now. Again, we do a best of 3 here. So we're going to get both racers reset. Let me get you into both of their channels. I think that's the right one. Yeah, performance enhancing gloves. Who's co-casting? That is Zero. Jesus Christ. It was yesterday, you dumbass. This is New York Video Game Freak. God dang it. Anyways, that's New York Video Game Freak co-hosting with me. Let me get the link in there for you. Thank you, Ducat, for beating me to it, because I can't think anymore. On that note, ArrTeaSea is AFK for a moment. Itaku's also going to reset momentarily, and I'm going to AFK myself. Well, there's how you reset. Walk into spikes on purpose. That'll do it. So on that note, he's going to reset, go back to start. We're going to get both racers reset all the way back to the beginning. We'll start from scratch again with a 1-0 lead for Itaku, and we'll be right back with you guys after 1 minute of ads. Thank you very much, as always, for all the support. I cannot say it enough. Thank you guys, and we will be right back with you. It's Zero Freak Plan. Get it right. New York Zero Freak Plan. Yeah.
Official first use of sub emote, BOILeR hype.
Alrighty, on that note, it looks like we should be back and clear. And very nice on that, by the way. BOILeR hype. I like it. So we should be back and clear. Let me find my button that it still didn't work. Apparently I reset my hotkeys. Awesome. Why do I try, guys? Why do I try? I've given up. Why do I try? Anyways, welcome back, guys and gals. Pardon me hacking up a lung there for a second. Anyway, so welcome back. We got round 2 apparently getting underway right now. So we are good to go. Or Christina just moved into a room without meaning to. One of the two, because Itaku hasn't moved yet.
Yeah.
I think she might have just walked into a room without meaning to. I'm like, oh, I thought you said go. Shit. Or Itaku is lagging face, one of the two. Ah, she's testing something. Gotcha. Well, I can't hear her. How am I supposed to know? Huh? Huh? Wait for it. Wait for it. All right, so interesting. So is the test a success or a fail? You're out of curiosity. Because I don't even know what she's testing. She's testing a small head start.
Oh, she was testing lag, it seemed.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, it worked out fine. Don't even worry about that. That was basically, like, unless it's just, like, lag on your side, don't worry about it. Like, crap happens with Flash. Like, believe me, if that's happening on your side, yeah, feel free. Obviously, test away. Like, don't even worry about it. But if it's something, like, just with a stream, crap happens. So, caps. Uh-oh, now I'm totally scared to see what Ducat's linking.
It's a good one.
Nice. I know exactly what that is. Hell yes. That'd be perfect. Now the best, like, put it on a string so that I can throw it at my TV and then just, like, bring it back to me the second that I need to. Because we had a friend that did that. We actually bought him a referee flag because, like, he would sit on the couch and, "That's holding, you son of a..." You know, and just, like, start yelling at the TV. And he'd start throwing stuff. So we bought him an actual referee's flag and put it on a string wrapped to his finger. So that basically, as he threw it, he could just, like, you know, yank it back and be like, "Keep throwing it." Okay, bring it back. "Keep throwing it. That's a flag." It's the best thing you can do for a sports fanatic, by the way, guys. Like, that is the perfect stocking stuffer Christmas gift right there for a sports fan. And now we know. So it looks like both racers are ready to go, and they are off and running this time. So Loki's horns for ArrTeaSea and a pretty well empty curse room for Itaku. So again, good luck to both racers. Itaku looking to end this 2-0. ArrTeaSea looking to tie this up and force a game 3. Getting the whole ref set up. And there's brother Bobby. Will he take it?
I would reset, yep.
Really? I would have actually taken it. It is DPS up. It's not much. But it is DPS up, so on the first floor, I think personally I'd take that. Just especially in a race, I'd take it just because it is damage. It's a tough call, though.
It is, but with just pure chance, I'd gamble with it for my first reset. I would, and then he gets fixed.
Let's see those no toothpicks. Ooh, he will take that rosary though, so his faith goes up. He'll find most likely in his first item room, or in his first store, I should say. He'll probably wind up finding the Bible. So he'll wind up with another banned item at some point, most likely. But there's those no toothpicks showing up. Again, those are not useless items, but they only give you 16% shot speed increase. And I don't know one single racer that has taken those given the option, or having been given the option so far, and I don't think anybody's going to.
Yeah, especially when he he didn't know, but he rolled into the rosary, which is fantastic.
Exactly. And again, you can reroll into any of the other use items in there, or any of the other pickup items, I should say. So you never really know, like, oh, I'm gonna get a Sacred Heart when I reroll it this time. It's just sheer dumb luck, and he got very lucky.
My absolute least favorite seller one bonus.
See, I take that back. My least favorite is Headless Horseman. That's a very close second right there with Pestilence, though. Or Famine, I should say.
For worst boss, yeah. It's pretty bad. It's a big time sink, and the champion version like that is just brutal.
Agreed wholeheartedly. And with those, what is it, like 30 some odd shots that he's popping out at you, something to that effect? Like, I tend to be just a little too close and not realize, like, oh, he's firing at me. Uh-oh. Just rapid fire damage on me. Like, it always turns out terribly for me.
I got very confused. I saw my name like 5 times in chat.
Yeah, don't you hate that? It's always fun too when you're just like, who with the, oh yeah, that's me. And you're, oh wait, you don't know who me is. I used to do that all the time when I was co-hosting with people. I'd be like, yeah, it's me. No, really, who is me? Crumps too, sorry. But yeah, that is New York Video Game Free co-hosting with me. He's our New York Jets here in the league, and crap, I forgot your record. Is it 1-1? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I think you lost first week, so yeah, it was 1-1.
Yep. Diana shut me out week 1, and
yes,
then
she did.
On Friday night, me and Awaken won 2-0.
Indeed, so he made that nice comeback, obviously. So he's 2-2 basically on the year at this point, if you want to think about it that way. But he's rocking 500 right now, only 1 game back of Trainwreck JP in the AFC East, so right in there, and he still have to face Trainwreck twice, so plenty of time left.
Trainwreck is next week, actually. Yep. That's going to be something I need to practice a lot for. He's been doing really well.
Oh, he is a scary racer. Ooh, speaking of scary
pinking
things.
Shears.
Exactly, those pinking shears for ArrTeaSea. Beat me to it, because those are one of my favorite space use items. Watch what this does to boss fights, unless she's just going to drop a bomb here. This is Pin. Or use a death card. I forgot she had that. Another very nice way to kill Pin off in one fell swoop. A death card will also do the same.
Itaku! Oh. That's the thing with Antarctic. Oh my, the knife.
We're about to get interesting. So Itaku barely misses with his Anarchist Cookbook. Those 6 bombs barely missed hitting the boss. However, now ArrTeaSea with a very good advantage. 1 floor ahead right now. 1 room basically ahead. But holding on to Mom's knife. And we've seen this put to good use. She knows what she's doing with this item.
The 1 heart knife, that's
You cannot ask for more. And with no key, she's got a stars card. Is she willing to just pop right into her item room here? No, looks like she's going to find a key first. That's a good question. Now, would you hold on to that stars card, or would you just say, screw getting the key, I'm just going to go looking for my boss fight right after I pour it into my room, save the key for the next floor? Or would you wait and do it?
With the knife, I might just skip the item room this floor.
Well, she does have that stars card. That's and being that. Well, and there we go. She's hearing me now. Sorry, and it didn't matter. It was spider butt. So,
pinging shears tops.
Yes, wholeheartedly tops that. No questions asked. The ability.
She did use it very strategically, though. She found a dead end and went right to it, knowing it was right near the middle of the floor.
And that was one of the other things I was going to get to slowly but surely. Was maybe there's strategy involved with this somehow. And lo and behold, found that dead end like you just brought up, and that was perfect timing on it because now instead of having to kill off that room or work her way back out of it, she got a free teleport. But yeah, now we're rocking sketch time.
She has 3 bombs. She can get that soul heart. She knows where her boss room is now.
What's she gonna do? Gonna go for another room. Ooh, can get extra bombs out of it if nothing else. That'd be a 1 bomb gain. Let's see. Looks like. Oh wow, really? With authority. Oh, Gertie Jr.
Gertie.
Ugh, not the fight you want to see. Go, Pinky Shear's body. Go. There we are.
It's one thing. Any follower help tends to be very screwy sometimes.
And notice that Christina has not hit this boss with her knife whatsoever, and that it is almost dead. Now she
has. That is how good that is. That is... Oh!
Whew. Okay, that was close. By the way, Peeper for Itaku. You can see the eye floating around the room, and a la Peeper, for example, so as the boss does.
Peeper can be a bro or just do nothing.
He's pretty much a troll to me. He's always pretty much been a troll to me, but wow, how did ArrTeaSea make it through that? Just, whew. Yeah, no soul heart pickup either. Interesting move on ArrTeaSea's part.
They're on the same floor, just maybe hoping to get, not wanting to use up bombs, try to find a secret room later on if there's an obvious secret room. This good floor with the knife, just go straight across.
Yeah, if she had more range, she could just shoot that straight across, but she's lacking the range at the moment on the knife. So as you can see, she has to get right up in the face of anything that she's hitting. Ooh, Nook with hearts in that chest. She's going to have to hope for the best, down to half heart. Oh, Judgy, please. Oh, no, Judgy, no thanks. She knows where her boss fight is, and she's going to go back looking for her heals and her item room at this point, I'd assume.
And someone in chat asked what my favorite character was. If you mean playable character, it has to be Kain, just because you can get some of the most ridiculous OP runs as Kain.
Wow, how did that bug not kill ArrTeaSea there? Wow.
If you're on the top row, flies can't hit you. I'm pretty sure.
I did not know that trick. And by the way, Itaku also picking up Robo Baby, so you can see the technology laser firing out of yet another beautiful follower item. Yeah, that's a good question. I would say Judas would be mine, because I really, really prefer the high damage. I can deal with having low health at first, but you give me high damage, I'll melt anything.
It's true. It is really fun, though, to just get that luck with Kain. Also, once you get the D6, Isaac's fun, because you can pretty much make your own OP runs.
And the real fun part is if on the first floor, like you did the one time like me, you run as Kain and you get the D6 right off the bat. You want to have some real fun? That's how you do it, kids. Thank you, Foos. Holy crap, dude.
Christina leaving that behind.
Can't blame her on that one either, quite honestly. She's just going to keep looking for that item room, and I guess she is.
She got her 1 key, so it's great for her to keep looking.
And again, Itaku down to 1 heart here as he's fighting the Hollow, the green version, which is by far the worst. I hate those triple shots, and the fact that it spawns those chubs.
They're both really low on health, so they're on the same floor now, still anyone's game.
Yeah, Itaku's going to have a very, and I do mean very, slight advantage at the moment because he's getting some health up, just finished off his boss, and he's going to be moving on to the depths after he backtracks for, I forgot what, probably Curse Room? Curse Room.
Yep.
Lo and behold.
Ooh, Troll Bomb.
Oh, and I missed somebody else.
Oh, Christina down.
Oh no, Christina. I was going to say, that was, not where you want to be. Christina down. All the way back to start. For those that don't know, when you die, you go all the way back to the beginning with base stats. Same as a refresh, or a reset, I should say. Oh, this room for Itaku. Ugh. Thank goodness he can clear it with A, bombs, and B, the full reach of Robo Baby, because I don't want to get anywhere near these greed heads in this room with very little room to dodge. I hate these aisles that it gives you.
Burn penny for Christina, so bombs are going to be an issue this round.
As you pick up coins, I believe it's a 33% chance that bombs spawn for you. And lo and behold, a bomb spawned in the room. Never mind.
Hourglass. I guess I'd take it over the G6. Maybe it would depend on how I was feeling at the moment, really.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those hit and miss type things. It can actually hinder you more so than help you from time to time on certain fights, because your enemies will actually fire double now. So
yeah, like slowdown effects in this game can be very bad.
Yes, indeed.
That's one of the things that are programmed in this game can be completely screwy. Let's see who her first boss fight is here in the cellar.
And thank you very much, Flash, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No problem.
I was going to forget otherwise. Oh, talking down. No, back to the start for him. So resets incoming as he got a Curse of the Lost off the bat. No chance he'll take that. So all the way back to the start, both on basement 1 again. Itaku getting 2 of the same pills. We know that, well, okay, puberty, that means basically nothing. So we get the duh sound out of I found pills and ate him.
If I know Itaku, if this isn't a bad item, he probably will. If this is a bad item, he will reset. And
Sad Onion will double your fire rate. He'll take that. Almost without question, too. I gladly take that anytime I see it.
Cat of Nine Tails for Christina.
AKA Cat of 9 fails, so again, 16% shot speed increase, so your shots actually move faster on screen. Other than that, they're capped out now, so there's no point in picking up anything like Speedball. Well, there is, because that has speed attached to it, but anything else with just shot speed increase, like the Magic 8 Ball, is pretty well pointless to her at this point.
Yeah, but I take it and just go to the next room. She's already found her item room for Cellar 2. She's got a... Ooh, she just took all the damage.
You almost have to at some of those points. With the spiders in the room, you're going to get hit by something.
Chocolate milk.
Would you take this? Would you take the chocolate milk right now?
In a race run, no, because I use my keyboard, but if I was casually running, yes, since I use a controller.
Okay, gotcha. Well, that's kind of surprising that you actually switch back and forth between the two. I never knew that. Like, I figured people would just stick to one or the other.
When I'm casually playing, I use a controller because I don't have to be as... I don't feel like I need to be as precise or as serious, but when I'm racing, total keyboard, so I get complete control.
Gotcha. I'm the same way. I feel better with the keyboard than I do with the controller myself, so I'm with you on that. And there's meat for Itaku again, so you can see he got damage up on his tiers and 1 health up in the process. He also found his item room here on basement 2, so he's moving along quickly. ArrTeaSea finding her boss fight here, so she's got a minuscule lead right now. Just a couple rooms. Oh my. And the odd mushroom fire rate cap. So Itaku loses 1 damage, but caps his fire rate along with the sad onion. That's a hell of a first 2 items.
Gets Pride. Pride is probably one of the best mini bosses to get. Pretty low health, as long as you can dodge its bombs.
And he'll injure himself 90% of the time.
Yeah, it's a great fight to get if you're gonna get Emperor card out of it too. So that worked really well.
Automatic teleport to your boss fight whenever you use that Emperor card. So he'll be holding on to that for a while. Oops, sorry. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Mine's about the chat, so.
I would most likely use it, if he gets an XL floor, hopefully use that then so you don't have to go scaring around, or probably save it all the way up to Wound 2.
Although unless he finds a better card. He just got +2 damage as well, so he may be skipping some item rooms from here on out. Like you said, if he gets an XL floor, I bet he ports directly to those boss fights. Because with that 2 damage up, Itaku is now the happiest man on the face of the earth, except for like the Red Wings winning the Stanley Cup. But sorry, Blackhawks. Sorry, I had to. I got a free shot right now where you can't turn on troll mode on the troll engine on the bot, so I'm doing it while I can.
Diana's down, which he's not going to take at all.
I was waiting for it. He's not picking it up, is he? No, he isn't.
Nope.
Oh, man. Diana's Crown. It's actually called Pageant Boy, but we nickname it Diana's Crown here in the league. Itaku's not picking it up. Week 12 hype, baby. Week 12 hype. All I gotta say right there.
He is... Oh, God. I've been watching him do some practice. He is kept away from that like it was poison.
And I think he's going to the rest of the scene.
Yeah.
Diana.
He uses bomb to get a key. His item's right here, I guess. If it's open, Able.
Yeah, he'll take
again,
it, but
damage up, I guess.
Yeah, exactly the same as Brother Bobby. At least it hits stuff, but if you're not expecting that extra shot, it's gonna mess with you.
Yeah, one of the things with Able, as you can see on the taco screen, it fires the exact opposite direction of you.
Exactly, and moves the exact opposite direction of
Speed
you.
up.
So again, if you're not expecting it, good luck. Yeah, there's that speed up for Itaku, turning him slightly more yellow. Christina into her item room, getting infestation, so if she gets hit, that'll spawn friends till the end flies to attack for her.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I tend to get hit a lot. Like, I'm not the best at dodging. But so anything that can help when I get hit is always fantastic.
And again, proving this point right here, Christina, ArrTeaSea, sorry, I keep saying this. We both do, but beside the point, that's ArrTeaSea. Itaku's not named Christina, for those that don't know. Or is he? No, sorry, he's gonna kill me at the end of this race. Beside the point, though, what ArrTeaSea was doing was she was laying bombs down in front of us there. It'll actually stop anything charging at you like that. If they run into the bomb, they think they hit a wall, according to the programming, basically, and they will stop dead in their tracks. So same thing goes with Gertie Jr. If they're charging at you, lay a bomb down and run away. And the second that Gertie Jr. hits that bomb, they're gonna stop.
You also see in between rooms that she clears, she's charging up her chocolate milk so that as soon as she gets into a room, she gets one big shot off and then goes into her normal fire rate,
Exactly.
which can be very helpful if you're entering a room.
And that's one of those small, like, kind of unwritten rules of Isaac, is if you have something where you have to charge it, like, let's say Mom's Knife, Brimstone, chocolate milk in this case, you always want to have, not always, but you kind of want to think about having a full charge going into every room that you haven't been into yet, because when there's enemies, that first shot, if it's, if there's something right in front of you and you have this gigantic charge shot, you're going to be a lot better off than you are if you're just sitting there waiting on that charge and then getting face planted by the enemies, for example. And
we got
ooh. Or I'm sorry, Chad. I keep saying that backwards.
If at one point we have a dead baby race during this playoffs, he's gonna show up in every single race. That's a rule.
Almost guaranteed. That it hits me every single time. It's either my first item room or my first boss that I fight in the caves is always Chad. Never fails, because it's gonna guaranteed give you little Chad as an item at the end of this. Now, little Chad spawns red hearts every how many rooms?
4?
No, I believe, yeah, 3 or 4.
I don't know the exact room, but yeah, if you're doing a dead baby run, you'll get Yum Heart, you'll get Little Chad.
Yep. Or both.
You'll get Vampire.
Yeah, Charm of the Vampire, all the red hearts you can possibly think of. It's every 3 rooms, okay. Mr. Squeezy. Gotta love it. Gotta love that Squeezy.
And let's see, they're on the same floor again, so this, again, a super close race.
3, 4, about 4 rooms total separating both of them. Ooh, that was a full health pill for ArrTeaSea, so she's back up at her full 4 hearts.
And this room's big rooms that are just like this, where it's pretty easy, are always a big help, just to speed through rooms.
It's not a dead baby room with that little Chad. For those that don't know, in the finals, and I think we're going to do all playoffs this year, would be kind of a cool thing. I got to kind of poll everybody. I should have been asking everybody that was co-hosting already, but I was going to poll everybody and see if you guys want to do that for all the playoffs this year, and then, whoever's got the home field advantage, that is your home field advantage. You get to choose who you're racing with.
That sounds fantastic. Like, I can't wait to see some of the if that happens, I can't wait to see some of the stipulations.
There's going to be some brutal ones, like God forbid Itaku and Diana meet up in the playoffs, like, oof.
Ooh, Horror Babylon for Itaku.
So he's going to have to find a way to get down to half a red heart to have that enacted, but that is a huge damage up if you can do that. Mind you, again, you saw what size he turned into when that was enacted there in the room.
You become a giant target, which comes into the aesthetics again, where, like, what you pick up becomes a major factor of what happens. And also, Pink Husk, I like this boss.
I do too, because it's got very low health. However, if you don't have speed, you're in a lot of trouble in this room, because you're going to get hit by it an awful lot.
Picks up the soul heart and gets meat. So he has 5 heart containers now going into his devil deal, which is...
Yeah, I was going to say, he'll buy that Sister Maggie for 1 heart. That's a pretty darn good follower with pretty decent damaging tiers. So like, for 1 heart in a race, I'll gladly take... Oh, look at this. I'll gladly take that, and Itaku would gladly take this being an XL floor.
Especially since you just picked up the 1-up health, so that was pretty much free.
Indeed. And again, that's a lot of extra damage for him. Hey, what's up, Andis? How you doing?
Got Christina here on Cape. So this is a long loading screen for Itaku.
This is a ridiculously long loading screen, actually. There we go. Now he's getting through it. Let's see what he gets here. No, just a Depth 1 Curse of the Lost, so extra rooms added onto it, but only 1 floor.
this is gonna be a great chance for. That was about a minute or two right there. So, Christina, more can't speak. Sorry. Better chance to catch up here. She gets another soul heart, so she has 1.5 red hearts and a soul heart going into the hemoglobins.
I do not like these fights that Itaku's on either. These giraffes, as Zero was calling them the other night, I detest those enemies.
Magnet, which, I wouldn't take Magnet either. You can really hurt yourself
with any type of troll bomb in the room. That is really going to hurt you. That's right, Troll Bomb. Why you hurt people? Why you hurting people, Trolly? Huh?
Oh, he only got one night with that bomb. He was looking to get at least 2 there.
I'm kind of surprised the other one actually didn't get hit by it. It was right there. Hit giraffes.
He just face planted one to kill it. Because he has the soul heart to do it. Wheel of Fortune, he has 9 cents. Is he gonna actually do anything? No, he just got rid of the card, it seems.
Oh, we might have a new sub emote incoming. That's all I gotta say. That's freaking beautiful, Ravager. Oh my god.
Oh man. Peep on Christina's side from Caves 2. So she's about, let's see, Twitch is covering up half the map for Itaku.
About 6-7 rooms behind at the moment, though Itaku's moving right back along through stuff he's already cleared. He's gotten his item room. Going
store Super Greed.
Why would you do that? You knew better. You knew that was Super Greed, dude.
He's melting Super Greed, though, I gotta say.
If you want to link it, Ravager, go right ahead, dude. I have no problem with that. Ravager acts fast, let's put it that way. If you guys were listening earlier, you'd probably know what it is already.
There's Super Greed.
Ooh, down. There we go. So Super Greed down. Very nicely done. Itaku's still holding on to this Emperor card, so he's still going to wait on that, probably for the womb at this point.
Yeah, I would... Unless he gets a Utero one, with Curse of the Lost or something ridiculous. Yeah, I'd say with exactly. Just go straight into it lives.
I would just wait at that point exactly till it lives. Go through the first floor like no problem. If you, well, not no problem, but go through the first floor, hopefully no problem, and then just finish it off by porting into the last boss fight and doing it from there. I gotta agree.
Both on depth one.
That's a referee's flag from like the NFL. So like any type of personal foul, they throw that on the field. That's so catastrophic. How you doing?
That was a great emote there, Ravager.
Yeah, sports.
More puberty for Itaku.
That's what, the third one that he's come across in this run so far?
Third one.
And actually, shouldn't that have changed over to I Found Pills and Ate 'em even on this floor? Because the second one did, but this one actually became puberty again, didn't it? So that's interesting. It should have switched over.
And he's got Gish, so he's going to have another follower.
Twice in a row that he's had to fight, well, not had to fight Gish. Again, it's not a hard fight. Once you know what you're doing and you just back away from these shots that he fires, you're fine.
Yeah, that's perfect comparison. It's the yellow card of American football.
Exactly.
Except, if you get a couple of them, you don't get thrown out of the game.
It takes a lot, and it has to be like you basically, like, kicked a dude in the face.
Fight someone, yeah.
Like, you've went up to Tim Tebow and just, like, picked on him the entire night or something. You know, like, that might get you a few of those and kicked out.
So they walked over to the bench?
Yeah. Well, that's why you can't walk over to the other team's bench. You're going to get kicked out. But too soon? I'm sorry. We love Tim Tebow, but too soon? I mean, if he would just not be a quarterback, he'd be fine. He'd play every day. He could play for the Bears at wide receiver. We'd take him. I'm just saying. No. I'm going to go with wide receiver. He's like a slot receiver, I'd say. He's big, but...
That was one of the really cool things about me and Awaken Smoke's match on Friday. He's a big Patriots fan, and I'm a big Jets fan, so our teams represent who we actually like in football.
Exactly. So that's why I like setting it up this way. Exactly, because it sets up that good, fun trash talking, like, yeah, your Jets can't win, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, yeah? 2-0. That's why I love it. Just, like, we had to add that extra little bit of, like, we don't just want to make it, like, I like Itaku better than ArrTeaSea type of thing. Like, we want it to be, like, you know, hey, it's my Bears, I gotta root for him type of stuff. And there's a Splunker hat for Itaku as we're talking about him, so he's going to be able to see where his secret and super secret rooms are. Yeah, Boss did not want the Chiefs. I'm just going to point that out.
Christina has her Depths 1 boss right in front of her. She also has a High Priestess card, which means that Mom's Cankle will come down and hit an enemy.
And again, this brings up a question a lot of people were asking before. There is a glitch with that High Priestess card that you could use if you pause at the exact right time. And ironically, it's Itaku that told me about it. But if you pause at the exact right time while the foot is down like this, it will give you the card back. So you actually get infinite uses of it. So that's what we outlawed before anybody's all worried about it.
And you saw it used right there against Monster 2. Good enemy to use it, because Monster doesn't really move around too much, especially if you get him in his little pattern that she has right now.
Exactly, and for those that didn't notice it, you notice, like, when she gets to the side, 1, 2, he'll fire that Brimstone to the side, 1, 2, she'll fire the Brimstone, move over. Well, I was going to keep going with it, but beside the point, it's dead now, so you can keep it in that pattern. Meat is, again, 1 damage up and 1 health up for ArrTeaSea.
Itaku does know where his boss fight is. He's just doing some gambling in the super secret room, or
yeah, that's the super secret right now. So he's considering trying to get another couple of soul hearts out of this, so that he can get his Horror Babylon enacted by using that Devil Beggar. But it's just going to say forget it, since he knows that ArrTeaSea is on the same floor now, and he's going to move on to his mom fight.
He also got the Polaroid, which double Polaroid, always fun.
Yeah, he isn't going to use it, though. That's the thing. We only raced to Mom's foot, or to Mom's heart. Yeah, we only raced to Mom's foot. We only raced to Mom's heart in the league, so he doesn't actually need the Polaroid, so he's actually going to take the Curved Horn and keep that +2 damage on him. And again, I do not blame him in the slightest bit.
It's exactly what he should do. Also, to anyone new to Isaac, who isn't used to how Isaac used to be, Polaroid was not a guaranteed drop at one point.
Oh, I do not miss those days. Watching Frag go through 4-hour runs just to be disappointed that he didn't get it. And, you know, like, it was bad. It was really bad. He tried everything. A
lot of tears shed during that. Like, right now, it's guaranteed drop on Mom's foot. Before a certain version, I'm not sure which one, you had to go searching everywhere for those gambling machines, hoping for a drop.
Yeah, it was very, very hard to do. Like I said, I've been in Lethal Frag's chat many a time watching him while he was looking for those, and just 4-hour runs of just brilliance up to that point, but not finding a machine. Even the machine to have a chance to get it. And what more do you need to say? Like, it was trolling at that point. I felt so bad for so many people at then. And then Edmund finally said, like, all right, we're going to make it a guaranteed drop off of Mom so that everybody can actually finish the game.
Yeah, it was...
Yeah, that's how he got his gambling habit, exactly. The birth of a gambling addict. The Polaroid. Blame it. Touch the Polaroid.
Talking about, like, we've been talking about Trainwreck, even being co-host of this. It was, when I got picked for League, I was pretty much starstruck at first. It was kind of incredible that I knew I was going to be in the same league as, like, people like Cobalt, Diana, Itaku, that I was going to be in contact with you, because I've watched everyone's stream so much. It was, like, insane to know that I was going to be in close quarters with people I've watched for many hours.
Nice, glad to have you as part of it too, obviously. I mean, like, there's reasons I picked everybody. And again, for those that don't know, yes, I did select the people for this year, but hey, it's a 6-month season. I had to make sure that people knew what they were doing and were actually going to be here, so I apologize, but at the same point, we'll do something else for play-in next year, basically. Because I know there's going to be a lot more interest, and I don't know exactly how we're going to pull this one off for next year, but seriously, it's an absolute pleasure having every one of the new racers in here so far, so... And you guys have been an absolute joy to work with. You guys have been helping out a ton, too. I could not ask for more. I picked very well.
After the 2-0 loss to Diana, when I got that first win on Friday, I had to, like, stop for a second. I was so happy I got my first match, my first, like, race win.
Exactly. Like, I could totally see that being the case, too. Like, oh, yes, I actually did it. I'm not going to go 0-16. Yes. Well, I still can, but I got a match win.
Yeah, just the one match win, and then how close the second race was, that was just incredible.
No, it was good times again.
I went back and watched the VOD, and from your perspective, just saw how close it was, and that was not even how close it was in real life. It was like a 2-second difference.
Yeah, it was very, very close on my side, too. And like I said, here we got, so this is one of the other interesting things about those bacon hearts, as we call them, the Eternal Hearts that Itaku just went back to pick up. He found one in his super secret room. If you take that onto the next floor, it would give you a full red heart container. Better yet, if you find a second one on the same floor and pick it up, that fills out the heart container early on for you. So Itaku just got a second one, got a health up out of it, in the womb one of all things.
Definitely wants the bomb out of this room. Dead end.
That is not a room you want to be in.
He's on Utero 1, so he's gonna he's definitely searching his boss room this floor, and then he's gonna pop Emperor as soon as he gets to Womb 2.
Exactly. So he's gonna just, like we said, he's already gotten through the large portion of this floor, so he might as well just find the boss fight on his own at this point, and on the next floor, not worry about a thing except for fighting the boss.
Yeah, he might. The only thing I can see him doing is possibly searching for some hearts in the next floor and then popping the Emperor card.
I can see it happening. It depends, though. If he gets into the next floor injured, we'll have to see what happens. It depends on his boss. If you get somebody bad, he's in a little bit of trouble here. But if it's something easy, like, you know, let's say, I forgot its name again, Blast Assist, or Skull X, for example, it's going to be one and done in there.
That's always those two fights you want more than anything.
And speaking of that boss fight, he's found it.
I just noticed he has no bomb.
Oh, back up. Okay, thank you. I was a little bit worried about that one. I thought she was going to bomb herself there.
Hopefully she kills Mom without the glitch so she doesn't get hit.
Yeah, for those that don't know, if the shadow... Wow, that was close. Or Loki, too. That's another good way to get through this floor. But if the shadow on the foot is coming down while you're killing off Mom, that shadow will still hurt you. And again, if ArrTeaSea gets hit... Wow, that was close. If she gets hit by anything at this point, she's dead. So she's got to be very careful here.
Showing really good dodging, though. And sometimes I wound too, but let's see what he's going to do.
About it. Nope, he's going to go straight for it. So with 3 hearts, Itaku looking to finish this off with a very quick 2-0 victory here. So wow, moving right on along. That Emperor card teleported him right to his boss fight, which was pretty close to him, actually.
Yeah. This is also one of the only fights where Abel is actually very useful, because you're just shooting in a straight line anyway.
Exactly, so you're going to wind up picking off when it spawns 4 of any enemies, you're going to wind up picking off the one on the far side of you, and the ones closest to you, for that matter, at the same fell swoop. Very nicely done by ArrTeaSea, picking up a few healths up here. Very nice, and moving on with that.
Taking the Polaroid with her half heart, so she'll get the shield damage. The shield.
Though Curse of Darkness and only a Womb 1, so that may seal this deal if Itaku can get through it without getting hit twice more, because he is down to 2 hearts right now. So again, it's not over by any means, let alone no bombs for Itaku. He has to fight these knights on his own.
Yeah, the knights, if you don't have a bomb, are one of the bigger time sinks for the things that Mom's heart drops.
Yeah, that's by far the worst. If I have any sort of, like, you know, Sun card or Death card or something like that, I save it specifically for that spawn, because I know that is by far the worst grouping of enemies I could see in this fight. They are horrible. I hate them.
Melted the Duke of Flies, though, I gotta say.
Yes, he did. He's got some serious damage up on here for only having the curved horn, and was there one other damage up that he got? I'm spacing now, but I don't think... Oh, yeah, the meat. That's what it was.
Yep.
So 3 damage up on this, and he's melting some stuff here. Itaku's got a very nice build, though, again, very low on health, so it's still risky here, though he is below 50%. This should keep the heart out the rest of the time. Ooh, with knights. Ew. Not the way I'd like this one to pan out, unless she starts popping those off on her own.
Ooh.
Wow, this is scary right now for Itaku. Ooh, he's down to 1 heart. Oh, God. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Don't get pot-shotted at the end either. Very good.
1 heart. Wow, I bet you he's sweating right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a wipe the sweat off your brow, good sir. But a 2-0 win for Itaku right there. Wow, to that finish. Whew. Good job on that finish there. And there's that round of applause for ArrTeaSea as well by Itaku. Very, very sportsmanlike. And his first win of the season. Detroit will not be winless. Detroit will not be winless. Congratulations.